Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Path of Exile. So today we are going to do a couple of things. Firstly, update to my build. So, I've swapped my build 3 times in like a week, essentially. The first time was, I did actually fix my original build a fair bit. I added myself, my mate James went through it and he spent like a whole day rather than working just going through my build, so that was very nice of him. But he did a couple of changes that made me a lot tankier, which was quite nice, and I kept around about the same damage. So that was very nice. So I played that for a while. I then switched my build around a bit to go to a retaliation route. So I was using retaliation skills. It was very, very good. I was quite tanky and I was doing a shit ton of damage. The problem I had with it was retaliation skills are kind of arse to use unless you can get 100% uptime on them. And I couldn't. Obviously, I essentially had them set. I had a very high block shield, so I was blocking a lot of stuff and triggering my retaliations all the time. So it was up a lot of the time, but occasionally, if you just, you know, don't get the retaliation skill up, it sucked. It just felt bad. So, I played that for like a day, didn't like very much. I then swapped to a bleed build. It was essentially a kind of bastardization of Zizaran's build. So he was doing Bleed Gladiator. So I swapped around to Gladiator, which is really expensive, by the way, because when you want to swap your Ascendancy, it's 5 points per respec. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. It was 40 points to respec. You notice I'm a Slayer again, so obviously I changed once again. But I went to Gladiator Bleed build. That was very, very fun. I was essentially just using Lacerate. So I think originally... Ziz was using Spectral Shield Throw, I think. But I took elements of his tree for tankiness, because he plays on SSF. I don't know if he is this season, but all of his characters are a lot tankier just because he plays SSF most of the time. So he had a lot of health, so I kind of copied parts of his tree that I liked, like he went up here for suppression and shit, which I thought was interesting. So I copied parts of his tree and I was playing Bleed for a while. That was very, very good. I was enjoying that. But then, same mate James, he was playing Lightning Strike and I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. And then literally the day after I had swapped to the Bleed build, Path of Evening put a video out, Lightning Strike Slayer. And the basic setup of it was exactly what I was doing originally. Using Masterful Form for endurance charges, we have a bunch of Leech because we're a Slayer, and we use Ralakesh with Arn's Anguish, that was pretty much my build, except I was doing it with slams rather than with Lightning Strike. So I've swapped my build once again to Lightning Strike. I won't go over the full build. I will send a link in the description to his Path of Evening's video because he goes over it far more in depth and his is slightly better than mine. For starters, he was slightly higher leveled, so he goes up to this section here and he chucks a Watcher Eye in here, which gives him some extra stuff. I couldn't quite afford the Watcher's Eye. I managed to buy pretty much everything else for the build. But I've gone through and I've done that. I also did better armor. The problem with that, of course, is that I need some of these nodes for strength and int. So I might recraft my armor so I can ditch these points and like chuck some more in here and get another jewel. We'll see. But essentially, the idea here is that we're using Svalin, which is a very, very good shield. Essentially, it gives you lucky block. It also gives you 11% chance to block spell damage off the bat, which is very, very good. But it gives you lucky block, which lucky is essentially advantage in D&D. In the background, if you have your chance to block, did you not block, it re-rolls that, takes the higher value. So your block chance effectively goes up a lot higher than it actually is. If we actually look at my block chance here, chance to block attack damage, no, oh, that's my chaos, that's fine. Chance to block attack damage is 63. My chance to block spell damage is 33, but these are both lucky, so the reality of these numbers is this is like 80 something, and the 33 is... what, 70? I can't remember the precise numbers, but it is much higher than it appears in my actual thing here. If you look at it on POE, it looks a lot better because it actually takes into account the lucky chance and adds that into your chance to block. So I have a very high chance to block. Zalan also will periodically just cast the spells in your shield. So we have Flame Wall and Sigil of Power in here. I should also put on... there it is. I accidentally took Blood Rage off my thing. But we have Blood Rage here as well. So we're running Blood Rage, which again, I was doing that on my original build as well, because Blood Rage is very, very good. But then we're running the Lightning Strike, specifically Val Lightning Strike. So we have the normal one, which is just... shoot out a bunch of Lightning Strikes, they come and they come back. Apparently I didn't have Tempest Shield on for some reason. Looked like I had more mana than usual, that was very strange. Is everything else on? Yeah, Flesh and Stone's on, all good. That was why. I thought this number looked weird. Yeah, chance to block spell damage, 58, that's better. I was very confused. It's 33, that seems pretty low, but I was actually... I died in another map before, that's probably why. My fucking Tempest Shield is off, that's annoying. When did that happen? Whatever. What was I saying? Right, yeah, so Lightning Strike normally does this. And then we have, I can't actually show it right now, but Val Lightning Strike will put a thing on the ground that just fires out the same thing. So it'll essentially make a point on the ground that will fire out the same lightning strikes as me. We have returning projectiles on it, so I fire out, they come back. It essentially just doubles your damage, it's very, very good. Nightblade support. We're getting elusive 100% of the time from the tree and a couple of other things, so Nightblade is very, very good. It just gives us a bunch of crit. We have multi-strike support, which is obviously just good because we shoot out more lightning. We have Trinity support. So my claw here is doing fire, cold, and lightning damage. So Trinity support is giving me a bunch of damage because I'm getting the resonance of all three all the time, essentially. And then we have elemental damage with attack support. I probably want to upgrade this to Awakened, but it is quite expensive at the moment. I said I wasn't going to go over the build, and here I am going over the build. Essentially, it's a Lightning Strike build, so I go around really fast going like this. I'm pretty slow is the downside to this build, but we get around that by using Whirling Blades to just kind of speed around. So we have Whirling Blades and Frostblink, so we have some movement just with our movement ability. But then we just use Lightning Strike, and then when we have Val Lightning Strikes up, we spam them down if we have big groups of enemies or we have a boss, and it does a shit ton of damage. And my defensive layers are pretty bad right now because I have no fucking health. That's one of the things that I cut out of my build to get the damage up where I wanted. There's a couple of life wheels around here that I want, like this note here I probably want. Another wheel somewhere I miss out, like this wheel here I think I want eventually. There's a bunch of life wheels I want, essentially. But I took them out to get more damage because I'm on softcore. Who cares if you die? I do a bit at the moment because I'm trying to level up. But, you know, 2300 health is bad. I think by the end of this build, we're looking closer to about 4000, I think. But anyway, all that aside, I only have 2 Voidstones. So I haven't beaten Maven, and I haven't beaten Uber Elder. I've never beaten either of those. I've never fought Maven, ever. And I fought Uber Elder, literally for the first time this league. I did it on my bleed build. I failed. I got close, but I failed. Here's some footage of that, I guess. I'll show myself dying and getting annoyed. Oh. Shit is hard. I have to actually play properly, it's ridiculous. Oh, fuck me. No, this is slow. Alright, we're back. We're nearly up to getting another shot at Uber Elder. So we're going to do an Elder fight, and we're going to do a Shaper fight. And then, hopefully we'll get the right things. If not, I think you can craft these to change them, so it should be fine. We are going to do both of these fights and see how my build goes against them, because I have yet to fight these with this build. I've beat them both on the bleed build before. But I have yet to beat them on this build, so let's see how it goes. I have a feeling it should go fine, because I do a fair amount of damage, and I am fairly tanky. Case in point. Fair amount of damage. Dodge, 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 dodge. Thank you. Now we have to take a million years doing this section, I suppose. This is pretty easy, I will say, with this build. It was pretty easy on my bleed build too, but it's particularly easy on this build, I will say. Just does so much damage that like these null portals just literally disappear without me having to even try, really. I could probably even deal with them quicker just by putting down a Vile Lightning Strike, and then they'll just cover that side. He's dead, he just doesn't realize it yet. Sweet. So we got a Watcher's Eye, which is nice. Fragment of Terror. I'll take the rest of that for... shit. Cyclone Coil. 3 Chaos. Not worth it. The Watcher's Eye, though, could be good. Damage taken while affected by Clarity recouped as mana. Not that useful for me, but... one Divine. Sure. Well, that was fun. And relatively easy. Next, we'll take on Shaper. I have my volume pretty low. I'll try and turn it up in post, actually. I just realized how low my volume is. Should probably go to fixing that. Let me dump. Sure. Yeah, I'll sell that later. We go here to my fragments, though. So we got 2 of these, so we want... I mean, it's fine. I'll change it after I do the Shaper fight, I guess. Let's do Shaper. Now, I'm nowhere near as good a Shaper as I am as Elder. Although I think Elder is just easier, to be fair. So we'll see how the Shaper fight goes. But I might die here, get cucked by a beam. It happens.
Run along.
Hello? Oh, there you go.
Turn back, trespasser. Cease this madness.
Bleach is too good.
You tamper with things you do not understand.
Cool. Easy enough.
Your recklessness will not go unpunished.
Yes, yes. My recklessness will not go unpunished. Thank you, Shaper.
You won't escape.
Easy enough.
This is your final warning. Leave or perish. You force my hand again, little mouse. So be it. You've chosen to side with chaos. This is my world, and you shall obey
my order. Okay, so Ball's not too bad. Still not gonna tank the Slam, I'm terrified. I think it's mainly the Beam and the Slam that are gonna give me pause. Bring this down here, please. Thank you. I'm just gonna put a Val down here when I get the chance, I think. Nearly got nuked by the beam there, definitely. Teleporting me, I think? Yep. Sorry for the map overlay being up. I know some people don't like watching when there's a map overlay up, but it's actually useful in this fight because you've got to kind of navigate through these sections. Case in point. Want to go as fast as possible, right?
Do this just yet.
Thank you. Thought I had a quicker time on that, but apparently not. I did those way too early, turns out. Am I in the bubble? I think I am. I think I'm good. I don't think I can tank these either, to be fair. They're pretty powerful. Pump the ball over here, please. Thank you. Yeah, balls aren't really an issue for me, if I'm being frank. It's not the, Yeah, I know. Thank you, Zana. Need to find our way back quickly. I'm interested to know, do you always have to do this run part? Can you out-damage Shaper so that you don't have to do the heal phase? I don't know enough about the game to know whether that's possible, but if it is... Wait, did I run past you? I did. Well, hey, bud.
These memories are mine. I cannot lose them.
They lie to you, Father. I'm your...
They lie to you, Father.
To save the future, the past must be sacrificed.
Stay close.
Oh, that was a fucking waste. That's Val Lightning Strike, by the way. As I was telling you before, I can just put down a thing and it just fires for me. Follow me, ball. Up there, sure. Oh shit, there's another one. Fuck. Well, that's in an inopportune spot. Another one. Will you fucking die? Thank you. Alright, cool.
Irrelevant.
We got the gloves, bunch of other crap. Kizana. Cool. So they were both relatively easy. I would almost go as far as to say trivial, but the actual boss fight itself is not so easy. Why was I dumping this shit in here? Regular Shaper's Touch, is it worth anything? Great Chaos, not really. Good to know. Might be worth some dust, I guess. This is all just Shaper trash that I will go through later. Alright, so, we go to my fragments now. What we need is bottom right. I think is what we need. Which I think I can do here, if I'm not mistaken. So we want this one. right? That worked. Just get it in one. That's the way to do it. Okay, so let's try the Uber version. The last time I got absolutely blasted by this. I didn't get blasted, I got pretty close. It's just there's a long time in this fight where you've got to like, just dodge shit, you know?
Father, no!
Putrefy, rot, spoil, and fester.
Exile, do something!
Yeah, kill them. That's my plan. Where is he? Whoa, beam! Now I can do elder damage. Gotta dodge fucking everything. Whoa! Balls. I didn't want to put that in the fucking middle, I can tell you that much for free. I can't do either. No, I can do Shaper. Maybe? Shaper is undamageable right now. Slam. So much shit that goes on in this fight. I must say, it's a bit ridiculous. I died to something. I think it must have been... Was that Elder Spikes got me? I think it just got through block, right? I didn't see them at all, I will say. But we did die. Apparently I can damage them both, but he has the shield, so I don't think that's true. The top nameplates are a bit broken sometimes, I've noticed. I don't want this thing anywhere near me. Come down here, please. Shape slam. Fuck. Beam, man. Gets me every time. The dodge into the beam. I do it so often. It's so annoying. Hopefully. Let's see. How is this right now? Not too bad. I think I'm good. Where? What killed me there? I actually don't know what killed me. Was he doing a slash attack or something? I don't know. Sometimes I just die to things in this fight and I don't know what the fuck kills me. I'll be honest. There's occasionally I just die and I don't know how. I can just wait that out. Kill you. Can't see anything else right now. I'm terrified. Downside of this build, of course, is I can't fucking see. And my only healing is, my only healing is Leech, which is somewhat dangerous. Okay, Elder dead. And Shaper dead. Nice. Suck that motherfucker up. Decayed Voidstone. So that is the first time I ever beat Uber Elder, by the way. So that was fun. Let's see what Kirak has to say. Because I actually don't even know what the fuck Kirak says, to be honest. I should also, plot my voidstone, because why the hell not? Hey, Master Cartographer. I have 3 voidstones stocking in your atlas. Nice. Hello, Kirak.
The Elder is the reason we're all in this mess. From what I'm told, it preyed upon humanity for thousands of years, eating memories and shriveling bodies. That I can't vouch for, but I do know that other entities like it have noticed its sudden absence. We can ill afford that kind of attention. In defeating the Elder Slayers may have doomed us all.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, that was fun. I now have my 3rd voidstone, and that is the first time I've ever got to 3 voidstones. Literally my first ever league that I played properly, which was in Affliction 2 leagues ago. I got 2 voidstones, and then last league I got 2 voidstones. I just never beat Uber Elder. So that's fun. Yay me. We got the ring. What the hell is the ring? Ah, Mark of the Elder. Okay. I know this ring. It's not worth that much, is it? No, 5 chaos. Well, that was enjoyable. I'll go through all this later. I'm sure there's nothing in here worth anything, probably, but I might just throw it in my my dust maker. We will see. But that's going to be it for this episode. Next time, I will take on Maven. I need to do another 10-way, I think, to get splinters. Where can we see this? Here, right? So I've done some of the bosses. I've done the Twisted. That wasn't too hard. I did that on my... I think I did that on my original build, actually. I don't even think I did that on the Bleed build. So the Twisted was pretty easy. I nearly have enough to get the Formed. I've never found a fucking Hydra map. I've had to, like, transform the fragments into Hydra fragments every time, because it just doesn't give me Hydra maps, apparently. What do you got? Feared, I've only done Cortex. I'll probably have to buy the rest of those maps, I think. All interesting. As far as the actual Maven fight, I think we need 3 more fragments, which I think another 10-way gives me, if I'm correct. I think you get 3 fragments every time you do a Maven 10-way. So I think next episode we'll be doing Maven, and then we'll get Maven as well. I also got this. I don't know what it does. I'm assuming it's a boss, because it's in the fragment page, and I'm pretty sure all of these are essentially boss fights. I guess not all of them. Like, these here aren't, I don't think, right? The ritual splinters, they just buff ritual. We'll have to see. I guess I could also do Sirus as well, so that's also something we can do. Anyway, that's going to be in a future video. If you like the video, please leave a like, subscribe, all that kind of jazz, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.